Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mind Your Newness channel. I'm Apostle Steve Green, and today we're going to talk about an important skill that you as a creator should learn how to master quickly. This is a skill that a lot of us artists struggle with, and writing is something that will take your vision and give you clarity and bring your work to a whole nother level. But there's a lot of artists that see it as that pesky little thing that we have to do after everything else is done. My view on writing has changed in the last 8 months ever since I started taking on the habit of writing. And what I've really found was that it's given me a greater clarity in my vision, greater clarity in thought, and it has taught me how to really hone in on my ideas and to have a clearer picture of what I want to do and create. I was the type of artist that was really, really shy about my work, and I really didn't want to get into explaining my work. And when people came up to ask me about, hey, what does that mean? Why did you paint that? I really didn't have an answer for it. To be honest with you, I really didn't have clarity. One of the things that I used to do was people would ask me, hey, what does that mean? And then I would ask them back, well, what do you think it means? And they would tell me what they thought my work meant, and they would have their own definition from it. Usually it was much different from mine. I was fine with that. I was fine with that because I didn't want to go through the trouble of really defining my own work. And here's the thing that writing will do for you. If you don't have a vision for your work, somebody will assign a vision for you. If you don't have a definition of your work, then somebody else will define it for you. And I think I just got tired of people defining my work, and I wanted to define it for myself. And the best way I found to do that was to write, to learn how to express with words, because with words, you have the power to connect with other people and transfer your thoughts to them. And once I began to write, once I began to explain what I was actually thinking, it gave me a greater clarity, not only for the vision of my work, but for the definition of my work. A lot of us artists, we struggle with finding the words to define our art, whether it be to shyness, whether it be to us being introverts. I think that if you take the time to write out your thoughts, you will have a greater clarity and vision for what your work is all about. And you will be able to craft a story around your work, which will make people more drawn to it. What I found was that when I was able to define my own work and put a story behind it, I was able to sell more work. I was able to connect with more people. When you don't do that, you put the onus on the viewer, and you got to remember, if you're lazy with if you're lazy with your words, then other people are going to be lazy with their words too. So you're making the viewer do the work, and never give the viewer that power. Never give your audience that power. You have the power of your vision. You have the power of your creations, and you should define it. And when you do define it, people will appreciate your work that much more because you're not making them work to think. Writing will give you clarity. Writing will give you direction. When you have clarity and direction, you will be unstoppable. So I took on the habit of writing in a journal. And since I have been doing that, I've really been able to find out what I really think, number one, what's in my mind, number two, and my knowledge gaps. Writing your thoughts down, whether it be about your art or anything else, it teaches you about what is actually inside your head. And it also teaches you what you know and what you don't know. It'll be evident in your writing what you don't know or what you're not clear on. That way, knowing what you're not clear on will give you a greater direction to get clarity. And once you have clarity, you're able to connect. And once you're able to connect, you're able to sell more work and you're able to build a greater audience. People want to hear your story. People want to hear what you're coming from. I go to galleries all the time, and when I have gallery shows, people ask me, "Hey, what were you thinking when you painted that?" And when you're not able to tell somebody what you're thinking, it's kind of a disappointment there. It's kind of like a push off. If you want to grasp people's attention, then you have to give them a story. You got to give them a narrative. You got to deposit something in them. And writing will help you do that. So if you want to be effective in your work, if you want to communicate effectively, the best way to do that is through writing. And what I do is I keep a journal. I write in my journal every day. Every morning when I wake up, I set an alarm for about 20 minutes and I just write. I just dump everything that's in my mind. And through that, I have learned how to express myself more effectively. And then from doing that for quite a few months, I also took on the habit of describing my work. So once I have an idea for my work, I'm able to describe it more effectively. And once I have that description, now I have a goal. Now I'm not just going into my studio to paint whatever or wait for inspiration to hit me. I have it there right in front of me, written down. I have my vision that's in my mind synthesized and written down where I can access it, where I can read it, where I can touch it, where I can mold it and shape it. That's the power of writing. Writing takes what's in the spiritual, what's in your mind, and it puts it out in the open for you to see, for you to develop, and for you to build it up. So begin here. Write down your ideas. Don't allow your ideas to die in the graveyard of your mind. You'll be amazed of all the thoughts that you can miss or you can lose by not writing it down. I get ideas all the time, but if I don't write it down, I'll lose it. If I don't write it down, I miss an opportunity to build something, even if the idea is not so great. So what? Write it down. Write it down. Because you'll be amazed of how many mediocre or good ideas turn into great ideas. One idea will always lead to another idea, but you have to have a start. Remember, thoughts are things. Thoughts are real. By writing your thoughts down, you, number one, you retain the knowledge, and number two, it gives you the opportunity to build upon them. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can start a journal. You can keep a pad with you. I keep note cards with me everywhere I go. I have them in my car. I have them by my desk at work. Wherever I am in the house, or this or a place that I frequent in the house, I have a stack of note cards and a Sharpie pen ready to jot down an idea. Write down your thoughts, get into that habit, because you'll be amazed of the ideas that will continually come. And you'll be amazed of how many ideas you miss or you'll forget if you don't write it down. So start a writing practice. At the very least, have a to-do list of what you're going to do, what you want to accomplish during the day, and get to writing, because writing is going to help you flourish in your craft. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And I hope you all have a blessed and mighty week.